Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisy. Thank you so much for being here today. I am starting a brand new video and this is going to be a, I guess, week in my life maybe, perhaps. I don't know, we'll see how long I actually record this for. But the reason why I'm excited to show you this video is because I'm going to be doing my very first field observation tomorrow. Yay! I am excited to be doing that. I of course want to take you along, but I can't show you everything because of course privacy and all of that, but I'm gonna do as best as I can and just tell you about my experience. My first task for today is going to be to read, and I actually wanted to show you a little bit more of my calendar, and I think I've talked to you about this before. So here it is, my calendar, and as you can see, I write down everything that I do day by day. What you see in color is basically deadlines for major projects and things like that. Also big events like going for a field observation and printing out things that I need to do and start doing. I need to do that actually. But anyway, I have already started writing down and scratching off things that I'm supposed to be doing for today and prepare for my week. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab a seat and start reading so that way I could do today's assignment and yeah, just be productive. Have a good day. I hope that you're having a good day. And yeah, today's Monday. So we'll see what the day has in store for us, and I'm excited for tomorrow, if I haven't said that already. But I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Oh, I haven't mentioned, in case you're looking at it, I poked this yesterday, but it got upset, and right now I have one of the little like pimple dots things, acne patches, I don't know what they're called. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't get too big. I was doing so good with my skin for the most part, you know. I have my little breakouts here and there, but no big deal. But yeah, I'm trying to leave that guy alone, let him settle down. I'm finally ready to go. I don't want to show you too much of this side because there's a mess going on over there, but this is the fit. I'm excited. These pants are from her boutique. I love them. They're long. I love that they're high-waisted like this. So got my IDs.
Solid. Liquid. Yeah! And liquid. All right, and mac and cheese. All right, everybody, the partner. Say good afternoon. All right, I want you to rally robin things that are soluble in water. Go. Mac and cheese. All right, everybody, your partner. Say you're so smart. All right, you're like a liquid. Go. Show me nothing.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday. I am sitting in the living room right now because I'm getting ready to do a team project meeting over Zoom. So I'm gonna do that in just a moment, but look at this. It has gotten so big. It hurts. I touched it. I think I talked to you guys about it. I touched it a couple days ago, and like the bare minimum I did to it, you know, just a little to see if I could get something out, and then I left it alone, and that was enough to upset it. So I can feel it on my face. It's uncomfortable, but it is what it is. So, and then later on I have to write my reflection for the observation that I did yesterday, which I absolutely loved. It was such an amazing experience. But I'm going to stop talking now so that I could get started with this meeting and go about my day. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit and just tell you more about the rest of this week. Okay, I don't have my tripod right now because I'm charging you, or I'm charging the camera, but let's do a little taste test. Here is my green juice. As you saw, it has quite a bit of fruits and vegetables, so this is so good. So sorry, I forgot. I really recommend it. If you haven't tried green juices yet, please do so. They're so healthy, so nutritious, and yeah, considering me that I don't normally incorporate all my vegetables into my foods, this is a great alternative. So cheers.
All right, so let's skip a few slides here.
So I just finished my Zoom class right now and I am getting ready to go to school. I have my class at 4:30. It is now 3:28. So yeah, I have 32%. I need to take my charger. And all I need to do next is drive to class so that I could do my 4:30 class.
I just want you to hold on because you're going to get through it and you're going to have a classroom of your own one day, and these students have been waiting for you, and it'll just be so worth it.
I finally finished my reflection. I'm so happy about that. And with that, I flipped the page from September to October and we are in a new month. Yay! I wanted to go ahead and close off the video here and basically explain to you how it is that I felt after my observation on Tuesday. Now, originally I had recorded a video and I had shared everything that I felt right after coming out of it, but for some reason when I uploaded it, the screen was completely dark and all you could hear was my voice. So I went ahead, listened to it, and jotted down some things that I was feeling at the time so that way I could go ahead and explain that to you and tell you what I was thinking. So very first thing is I wanted to say that that was one of the best experiences I have ever had in a long time as a student teacher. I obviously haven't been in a classroom for very much, one because I'm still a student, and two, considering the last 1 to 2 years, things are different, okay? It's the year 2020, 2021, so if you know, you know. As far as what this teacher said was amazing for me. For a while I was kind of feeling like school was a little much sometimes, and it discouraged me from thinking that I was actually going to be able to have a productive life considering all the amount of work and lesson planning that it takes while you're a student. Now, I say that while you're a student because things are very different from when you go out into the field. Now, I of course am not a teacher yet, so I can't speak from experience, but I had a mentor teacher who told me a little bit of something, and I'm going to go ahead and do that with you today. So first of all, my mentor teacher had 14 years of experience. He had experience in directing different departments and things like that, but currently he is a 5th grade teacher. I shared with him was my concern about lesson plans, and I told him how discouraged I would get because they were having us write in college 20 to 30 pages worth of a lesson plan. And one of the things he said was, Trust me, once you get out into the field, it's not going to be like that. And if you ever come across a school district or anyone who tells you to write 20 or 30 pages worth of a lesson plan, go ahead and quit, because life is just too short for that. Now, I absolutely loved hearing that, because you need to hear that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it can happen to where as a student you easily get caught up in the work and feeling a little down on yourself and all that, just because of the amount of it that you have to do in such a short period amount of time, that it can feel like a lot. But because of the things that he said, I feel a lot better now. But as far as lesson plans are concerned, this is the lesson plan that he had for the entire week. Now, this gives me a lot of hope, because it made me realize that what we learn in school and what we're doing in school is not necessarily what we're going to be doing out on the field. I'm very glad that he spoke to us with such honesty, because I really needed to hear a lot of the things that he said. And honestly, all of that just really helped me see that I want this, and I'm looking forward to it again, and I'm feeling motivated again, because I'm not gonna lie to you, there are times when I feel really overwhelmed by the number of certification tests that I have to take before the next year. I get overwhelmed by the amount of work and the amount of due dates that I see across a week, and it can become a lot. But one of the things that I've begun to do is just take it one step at a time, one day at a time, because if not, then I'm definitely going to be in over my head. Now, let me just see if I'm forgetting anything. He did talk about how when you first become a teacher, the first couple of years are a little bit stressful and you're probably not going to be great at it, and that's okay. You're still learning, you're still getting there. Of course, once we're actually teachers, it can feel like we're doing something wrong or like we're hurting our students, but as long as you're really trying and you're really wanting to help them progress, I think that just speaks for itself a lot of the times. So don't be too hard on yourselves. But I think that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to talk to you about as far as the reflection goes. And I just wanted to say that having had someone who spoke to me so honestly and so clearly about what it really is like was so beneficial. So I hope that in the future I eventually have a mentor student one day, and I can go ahead and tell them everything that I've learned and I've picked up on, because I definitely want to share that, kind of like I am with you today. So I wanted to just share my thoughts, share my experience, but of course I think I'm pretty much done with this video for now. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're liking my content, go ahead and subscribe, and if you wish to see particular videos or have suggestions for me, go ahead and drop them down below in the comments and I'll go ahead and read them. For now, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!